What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. So check it out. Right in front of us, we have a 1964 Corvette Stingray. This one here happens to be a glue bomb that I just happened to take apart earlier today. And that just came out of nowhere. I didn't really have these intentions, but what led me to it was the tires. I was looking at these tires and I started to notice that they were just very, very dirty. And I was like, you know what? What if I just remove the tires and I clean them up, wash them up, and everything? And I managed to take off three of the tires pretty good, but then later taking off the fourth tire just kind of it was somewhat of a struggle until I kind of just broke it off. Everything broke off clean though, so I was like, "Whew, all right, we're good." But then after that, I started to look at the body underneath and in all directions, right? And I started to see the areas where it was glued, and I was like, you know what? If I cut it here and I cut it there, I'll be able to take this apart. So I managed to start cutting in right here in some little areas using a little saw, right? That right there is where I managed to remove all of this. The bottom chassis along with the engine attached and the interior. But let's take a look at the interior. Look at this. This is a trip. Like the material that they used back in the day right there. There you see a little helmet too. So it's really neat. I mean, when I look at this, it's a time capsule. That's for sure. You know, but this is definitely the bare styrene just glued all together, and that was it. It was not painted whatsoever. And there you can see these ones came off good. This is that one, and even this piece is still attached. But we got the other three rings from the rear right there. The wheels, I mean, they're not that great. Obviously, if I would dechrome them, I could probably send these out to get chromed and all that, bring them back to life. And that'll be something for the future. I think for right now, I'm not really going to mess with them. I'm not going to, spend a lot of time on that. So once I started to, take those little bits apart, I was, just looking at everything. And there's still the interior piece right here of the engine bay that is also a solid piece that could come off. But I'm kind of leaving it there for now. I might take off later. So there were some challenges along the way. There was this one here where there was this side piece that went under here, and the person had just put so much glue, like a lot of glue in there. So I was like, all right, I got really lucky because the person used CA glue, pretty much, or like crazy glue, you know? So I managed to use this here. This is CA glue remover. If you guys have never seen this, this does exist. And I went ahead and grabbed the Q-tip. I ended up putting, some of the liquid on here of the Uncure. And then I stepped in here and I started, adding it on the edges along the windows and in the front. I worked one piece at a time. So the front window, I managed to pop it out. And right here where you see this is a part you won't see. That's what was underneath. But this is something that I could restore. I know I could clean this. I could sand it down, clean it, get it nice and buffed out. And the rear was more of a challenge, dude. It was crazy popping this one out. I managed to break a piece of styrene off from right here. It just broke off and it attached to the window. So I had to scrape it off of right here. That's why it's so white. I took it off and I ended up just forcing it back in. I got glue, CA glue. I glued it from the inside, glued it from the outside, and just kind of compressed it down. It looks like it didn't break off, but it did. And once I had it to this stage, I was looking at everything. I was like, all right, cool. We removed the front grille, which I really like this front grille right here. It just looks very clean, very minimal, somewhat custom. And then the rear, we have the license plate right here with the 1964. that came off of right here. And, you know, the tail lights. The thing about the tail lights is I'm missing the actual rear tail lights. You know, I only have the housings, but I'm missing one. And then another thing too is the rear bumper I do not have. That's the part that goes right here on both ends. And this part, it comes off. So the thing about this model is I bought this on eBay along with another model, the Silhouette, both of them glue bombs, and I got them for a very cheap price. And here, oh yeah, check this out. This was right here too, this parachute. We ended up removing that as well, and that'll, you know, not be there anymore. So I got these two on eBay for a very cheap price, and I was just, you know, building up this, you know, collection of survivors and glue bombs. And I was like, oh, this one's cool. So I've always had it set over there with the hood open, you know, and I love the way the engine looks. It's all, look at that. It's all stacked up. It's all big and everything. Pretty dope, right? And, you know, I just enjoy looking at it. But over time, these tires were really dirty. And I was like, all right, so this was pretty much the precursor to all this. This is what opened it up. And I was like, all right, we're going in. So now I'm looking at this project as like, you know what? This is something someone built a long time ago, just glued it together, and that was it. Obviously, they did the interior. I'm digging that. That's cool. But as far as like the body, I was like, you know what? I think this car really deserves some justice and like do a decent, like a cool paint job, you know? So my motivation, you know, all that put together, let's take it apart. And I started to sand certain areas with 400 grit already on the body. And I started to think like, all right, well, you know, this car, what am I going to do about this? Because I don't have the rear parts. And I wish I had the original parts. I really would love to use a lot of the original parts on this. But I don't have it. And I really don't think I'm going to go and try hunting it down because it's going to take a while. You could find 63 Stingrays everywhere, right? From originals to represses. But to find a 64, it's pretty rare. And especially if it doesn't have the split window, you know? And this is new to me. I mean, I'm not like a big Corvette fan or anything, you know. I never really like looked into it. I see Corvettes and it's not a big deal for me, right? But then when I started to see you know, pictures of certain Corvettes and stuff, and I was like, what's up when they say like the split window on this and that? You know, you start getting curious. You start knowing like, well, what's going on with what. And then we started learning about Bob Wingate and all that, and like the car he had. And I'm like, oh man. So when I started looking for this car, I realized, wait a minute, the one I bought, like the original, you know, like if you buy the kit, it's very expensive. So I was like, dang, I kind of came up on a glue bomb. Like I got it for a very cheap price. So now to me, I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and paint this. You know, why not? So I'm happy that all these things came off, but now I'm starting to think is for the rear, most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to end up gluing this and molding this together. And I'm also going to fill in the back. So this is going to be like a custom, like where there's going to be no bumper in the back right there, you know? So no bumper in the rear. And as far as the taillights, I'm not even sure if I'm even going to rock these, the 2 round. I might actually just box it out. Like, who knows? I might even just square it out and see what's up, you know? But this one here, I did research on it to really see, is this a true 64? And it is. And I don't know. I think the I've seen the 64 convertible, but the one that's the hard top, it does have like a Bud Anderson design on the box artwork on that right there. And I believe this is the one from that kit right there, just from comparing parts and everything. So this is a project that you guys are going to be seeing here on YouTube and on Facebook and everywhere else, you know, popping up with updates. So I will be working on this for sure. You know, I'm going to start things off with basically just scuffing everything down and primering it. Once the whole body is primered, I'm going to really see where the body work is going to lay down, you know, whether if I got to get rid of emblems or what. But this is going to be somewhat of a custom. You know, like I said, like the rear is going to be custom. I really don't want to do it too much stock, but custom there. And the front, you know, little parts like this, I'm going to probably have to mold in. We'll see. We'll see. But we're just going to have some fun with it. This is going to be another project that we're going to have some fun with. As far as the interior, I'm going to leave it the way it is for now. But we'll see later. I might have to take it apart as well. You know, we might have to remove this. And I'm pretty sure they use CA glue again, part on the whole build. So, you know, that's what's going to be going later this year. So, you know, later, well, pretty much soon in certain weeks, I'm going to be busting out with the VW, busting out with the 57 Nomad, and then also the Pi Wagon. And then this one's also up in the mix. And then I also have a Liberty Walk Lamborghini that I want to work on as well. But man, these Corvettes, you know, back then I never really paid attention to them. They were kind of like whatever to me. But now that I'm, you know, looking more into them, learning about them, I'm just like blown away by these cars, man. These cars are badass for sure. They're really, really cool. And I don't know, even like this right here reminds me a lot of like the boat tail Rivieras, you know, from Buick. And I don't know, it's just a really cool looking car, very sleek, you know, 2-door and just speed, man. It's really awesome. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Keep on building. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and stay tuned for all the future videos with the other builds. All right, guys, take care. Peace.